There's been a compromise for the last 20 years. We have had Florida Statute 893 on the books that allows a physician to write a recommendation for this. And then our legislature, just signed Senate Bill 1030. We're looking at low THC, which is actually available for individuals with those debilitating conditions under regulated, clear rules. The problem is they don't want clear rules. And the issue of, oh, well, you're crying wolf and this isn't going to happen here in our state. Well, certainly it will, based on the way the amendment was written. If this was seriously about debilitating conditions in individuals that are suffering at end of life, which no one wants to argue with, and no one would argue with. And quite frankly, when we look at the debilitating conditions, those are serious, serious diseases. The problem with it is those are window dressings. Those look good on paper and they're actually predatory. They prey on us as compassionate individuals and compassionate Floridians. But you keep going further in the language and realize that it's opened up for those other conditions. So it's really important to look at the language, look at how similar this is to other states and what other states have been experiencing. And if that isn't a story against your crying wolf, I don't know what is. Your viewers can do a simple Google search of medical marijuana states, and what will come up generally is weed maps, and California is a great example. Type in any city or town in any of the states, California would be fine, or choose one from a medical marijuana state and see what pops up. Look at the names of these dispensaries because, again, it's not a pharmacy. This is not a pharmacist that you go and see. Look at the names of the dispensaries and then look at the names of their products and then look at the THC content of their products. We're not dealing with the pot of the 70s. This pot is 10 times more potent than what we saw in the 60s, 70s, and 80s. People need to understand that, especially when you think, oh, it's no problem and it's helping people. Is it? THC directly affects your brain. We are not dealing with the pot of the 60s and 70s. We're dealing with something completely different, and this amendment opens the door for that to happen.